No leak. Randy, while they do that, can you explain to me what it is that we did to these engines?
Drop the compression a fraction.
Okay.
Because the day we built these, there were 93 requirements.
Okay.
If you see the tags, everything, it said 93 octane.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden there was a wave where only 91 was available.
Okay.
Now you would think that between 91 and 93 they would still run, but they all came in here burnt up.
Okay.
So we ended up dropping the compression slightly, and then we added some cubic inches to get it back.
Okay.
The horsepower.
Yes.
So this way you can run even an 89 octane and probably get by.
Okay.
And then for long life, the lifters are a questionable issue with these motors, big block Chevy. So we end up trying the Chrysler lifter, which is a 904 versus the 843. And the needles are a little longer, but there's 3 more in total for more surface area.
Yeah.
In theory, it should last longer.
Okay.
It's definitely a positive move. Maybe you get the same hours. These run about 190 hours before the needles start to fall out. And then
So it's true, around 200 hours these engines needs to get refreshed.
well, they might go more than that, just the lifters won't let you pass that. They'll fall in the pan.
So the lifters is the issue that this motor's having.
Yes.
Got it.
And I'm hoping that we solve that problem, and that Lewis is a good test locally to be able to let us know if it's past 190 hours on these.
Oh yeah.
Then, thirdly, the heads were a little bit corroded, so we put another set of heads on, and we opened the exhaust port considerably on the CNC program. So even though the original heads were CNC programmed, you can just open them, copy it, and the CNC will just make a bigger port.
Oh, got
It'll
it.
make it whatever size you want.
Got it.
So this motor needed a little more exhaust. The intake is under about 13.5 pounds of boost, so I don't think anything you do on the intake is going to make a difference. The chamber accepting that, the exhaust getting rid of it was important.
Got it.
And that should have been worth 30, 40 bucks. Now, your dad came along and changed the camshaft. The reason the cam lasts so long in these motors is because for Mercury it's only 650 lift.
Okay.
And we moved up to 714 lift on these wheels.
Okay.
That's a big jump on the nose of the cam for the lifter to travel. And hopefully the lifter will combat that lift. But that alone should make, I've said another 100 watts.
So you think we should be at 1275 or 1175?
Yeah, 1175, I would be impressed. To get off 93 was the most important thing.
Okay.
It came in here and it had burnt the head gasket.
Okay.
So it's obviously that 91 octane is not working. And your dad was able to see that. So what we did will eliminate that problem totally.
You got a socket there?
Dropping the compression. The cubic inches is not going to make it more reliable and unreliable. The physically larger the motor is, it's going to make more power just because of size. So we got back some of that lost compression just in size. And on a regular 1075, you can do that change without touching the box, programming it or anything. That we did. It was just your father thought, if I'm going to spend the money, how much more, which was minimal, to add another 100 horse. That's where we're at.
You're good to go.
blew this thing out of the park. That big cam.
So what do we do? 1080?
That's yeah, it's nothing. So, here's the sake of argument. I have the blowers are working, and everything I did should come up at 1075 with stock setup. The cam itself should have put 50 horse on it.
Because of the back.
The T cam with the same wall mount, with nothing changed.
So I'm saying, so what do you don't think it's the computer?
I'm ready to put that 1075 on there.
The computer? That's what I'm thinking too.
And what?
You have a factory computer here?
Yeah,
We can try
We're
it?
going to program his.
So he
And
said,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he said.
let's just, in case something goes wrong, let's program mine that are for different motors, like 700. It's just like this. The 700 has little everything. It just, you put the program. You have to have an SCI motor to reprogram it, because it's another little pod in that direction. That records. What? Yeah, plenty of them. Hang on, I'm gonna come up.
Good to go with the new computer.
On the low end.
Or the factory computer.
Stock.
The stock computer.
Stock program.
You
Stock
gotta turn on
program.
that pump anyway.
Alright, test run number 2. Or test run number 3. Really test run number 2.
You had that issue before.
Hey, look at that! Look at that!
Oh my god.
Look at that! 1092.
Because I got a warning.
And he's starting. Oh man.
Something, somewhere. Somebody's got it fucked up.
No, but I like that number. 1092? At 6,000?
At 58, we got 1075 exactly.
Yeah, this is what I remember. I said, listen, I said my motors, they make about 1075, but way down here, I get that pump stuck on.
Oh.
Way down, I don't have to get all the way up here. Another 1,000 RPMs.
Yeah, I was wondering why it was screaming like that.
Didn't get to see what it was boosting at.
It's about 13 and a half. 13 and a half is where they come. So once I go to compression,
It's still going to try to compensate that 13 cents.
it's trying to make, and it ran out. It's
What does this engine rev out to?
68.
68? So we still had another.
No.
Yeah, I could have
The
kept
computer.
it, but I saw a warning and I'm like, oh fuck,
From factory, what is it? What is it read to?
62.
62. Okay. So.
Wait, it is called tuning it.
The cam itself should have just added 50 to 75 horse
Is there any
before
particular
anybody did anything.
Is there a reason they wanted to use a bigger
And
blower?
the cam added some because I can't make over 1075.
Right.
So it added almost 20 horse right out the gate. So some of the things are lining up.
Who programmed the
So
computer?
what's wrong with that computer?
I don't think there's anything wrong with the computer. I think
Yeah, I know, but
somebody's
who
got
did
it.
he send it to?
You know, well, they didn't build the engine right. They don't this, they don't that. So you're gonna say, hey, look. One thing we know is when we put everything back to stock, we did lose the compression. We did increase the cubic inches. Randy told me these motors make 1075 horse, and boom.
Well, I mean, the computer that you sent out did 1068.
Right.
The factory computers
and way down here.
and way down there, and the factory computers that you said let's keep the OEM
Right.
computer. He said let's keep. We put them back on, and now at 6,000 we're doing 1092
Well, 62 is the max
from factory, the factory
I
computer.
made 'em.
So we could have got it to
I
11.
got a
Two
warning.
more, because it was gaining, it wasn't losing. Yours like flattened out.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was picking up 1 horsepower. This one you can see 47, 75.
But the warning you got was a starboard trim sensor warning. So it was a BS warning.
Is that what that was? I
Yeah,
didn't get to see
starboard trim sensor.
it. All I know is that
It was a
a
B.
warning. I'm like, fuck. I didn't see what it
You
was.
understand?
No, it said trim sensor warning, which we had that warning when we last rode the boat.
No shit.
Yeah,
They're letting the air out.
yeah, we had that warning when we last ran the boat in the Keys.
So the computer might be fried.
Yeah, we never really had enough.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's still following you.
Yeah, it's still like no
Whether
trim
you're-
sensor.
whether
Because it was never reset.
Can we do one more test run?
But what?
Maybe that sensor doesn't come up.
I need somebody to do something. I need something to change. A box, either from the guy.
Or put the box, the factory box from this one.
That
No.
is going to be exactly the same thing. We're looking for 1150 horse. We need somebody.
Well, right now it's obvious it's in the computer. We saw
all
Jurassic
I know is
change
there's a
in the
big
computer.
difference, guys.
He's going to stand around and get nothing. I got this.
Alright guys, so my camera died. I'm gonna record off my iPad very quick, but we ran the boxes that we sent out, and the engines only ran, I think it was 1068 horsepower. Factory is 1075. So then we put on the factory 1075 boxes back on. Thank God Randy decided to keep the factory boxes from the engine, put them aside, and then he sent out some boxes that he had, and the boat ran 1098, 1092, or something close to 1100. So we're gonna we're gonna send back the boxes, and hopefully they can put a new program to get these beefed up 1075 up to 1200. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this to all your friends. Be patient. We'll be back on the water soon. That Black Donzi is gonna be ripping, guys.